I guess, Adam, let's get right. Well, how was your week? Let's backpedal. Let's backpedal. Did you play this
My
week?
week
What's going
was
on?
my week was cool. I updated the game because I heard about the radius distance. That's how my week started.
To
And I said,
275.0. So to get the radius increase.
yeah, so 275.0. Yeah, it was awesome. I was absolutely loving it because I opened the game and I had like so much around me. Normally, I this was I guess this goes back like, I don't know, a year or two, probably 2 years ago. But there was a Chansey in the wild that I couldn't see. It was just out of reach because I went up my street and down my street, did not see it. I went in my yard, didn't see it. All the way to the back of my house, didn't see it. And then it was like, oh, okay, it's probably in the woods on the other side. So I literally walked into the woods to find it. Yes, I was exploring, but there's not an easy access to the woods in front of my house. So I I trudged through like the swamp area, and that wasn't fun. But I did eventually find the Chansey because it was over there. With this update, or sorry, glitch,
Yeah, bug.
bug, spinnerack. I was caught in the web because I could see that Chansey if this was available.
So
And
let's.
it was fantastic. I was able to see so many stage 2 evolution Pokemon, and it felt so good. I like pulled into work. I could see a Swampert way off in the distance. I was like, no flipping way. I would have never seen that.
Dude, the vanilla spawns have been fire. The vanilla spawns have been
Absolutely fire. I will
amazing.
say that.
Yeah.
But I will say Spotlight Hour, I was looking forward to it. I might have taken a bathroom break just because I needed to see what it was like. And holy cow, was it insane.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it was just absolutely insane.
So here's some counterpoints, right? So
And then hold on.
what
We're not there yet. The update happened. The update that got rid of
the
the update.
reversion 275.1.
So with that being said, that happened. I can tell you I haven't really opened the game.
Oh,
I mean, I did just a second ago just to like look, and I was like, this is depressing.
wow. So no,
Because as a rural player, having that and then it being taken away, I now know what's beyond my reach. I know what's just out of reach.
and that
And
hurt.
knowing
That
that,
hurt. Yeah.
hurts. Now, I'm in the camp, and I don't know if we're like there in the podcast.
No. You know what? Let's just talk about it. We're in it.
I'm
Let's
in the
cover it.
camp where I would rather have I just give me the option to at least pay for an item or allow that to be something you get in your weekly research that it does like an incense, increases your radius for a
Super
half hour.
incense.
No, that's just I don't know, the Sylph lens or whatever the goggles are that like you
Google,
can use.
yeah, Google glasses.
Google Lens, yeah.
the self detector, like the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that that allows the game to have something that's canon at the same time as giving us that quality of life play. Yes, I can pay like however much to load up on these things and just play like that all the time. But like make that like that's just one more item and it's a quality of life thing that you can put in the game that makes sense. And we've honestly been asking about it since we've seen it in another will not mention name game, but we've seen that item. Only it's literally the entire map. So this little addition that doesn't seem that far out of reach.
No, I
That
actually.
doesn't seem like too
Yeah.
much to ask.
No, I
If you're
like that.
asking me.
No, that's a good
Who
point.
am I? Who am I? I'm just Adam.
So here's some counterpoints to the scenario. You know what? Let me back up.
No, there's no counterpoints.
No,
there's just
there's
positivity.
there's
positivity,
plenty of
positivity.
there's plenty
positivity.
there's plenty of counterpoints.
There was yes, there's some glitches that like overlapping Pokemon. Like yeah, there's okay. So there's
Dude, I
some
had
bugs
like
and stuff that doesn't
a
work.
stack of 4 Pokemon. Like they're all on top of each other. It looks like this
Yes,
weird
okay.
like
So that's the one
human
bad
centipede.
thing. But obviously they can work that out. That doesn't seem that hard. Like it. I mean, in my head, that doesn't seem that hard. If other games can get it right and they don't have nearly the capabilities that Niantic has with their like skills and knowledge, it doesn't make sense. In my head, doesn't make sense.
All right.
Make it make sense,
Here,
Ken.
here, well,
Make it make sense.
here's the. Here, let me back up. So,
All right. Beep.
we started
beep,
noticing
beep.
all of a sudden, Android got it first, then iOS with 0.275.0. We started seeing this increased interaction distance, and it was amazing, especially for rural trainers. Like you said, just you can go from seeing maybe 1 or 2 Pokemon on screen at one time to
4 to 5.
4 to 5, doubling it. It was amazing. The problem here is that we thought this was a quality of life update. And we were like, whoa, no one said anything. Is this Niantic trying to just like slip in some good favor to us? You know what I mean? Like, and help us out. So in the creator group, we asked, we're like, yo, what's the deal with this interaction distance? Is this a bug? Is this a feature? Can we talk about it? And they said, yeah, we have confirmed with the engineers that it's functioning as intended. This is not a bug. And we were like, yes,
Oh, buddy,
awesome.
Let's go.
This is amazing. So you had a bunch of
And then we were like the
creators.
three legendary birds, like driving in the car, being like, "All right,
Yeah,
we're all
exactly.
together." Yeah.
So what ends up happening is you have a couple creators who are in the know, put out to their following, guess what, everybody? This is a quality of life update. It's functioning as intended. Get out there and go. Meet you out there.
And I will say, I got out and go.
Don't miss out. Go out. You know, like the whole thing. And we all did that. We all said that. So what was the result of that? Twitter was like a positive space.
It was amazing.
People were
see.
happy.
So many people.
Everybody was excited.
There's so much positivity, so much hype around Pokemon Go. It was like something had changed. The shift had happened.
Yep.
And people forgot about the remote raid passes for a hot minute. And they were like, yeah, look at this radius. Let's go.
So the radius thing happens. People are loving it. I was loving it. Things like Spotlight Hour
we'll get back to the remote raid passes.
Yeah, we will. But the things like Spotlight Hour were absolutely bonkers. Like just totally nuts.
Absolutely.
Totally
I can't
nuts.
imagine being in like a city environment with all the stops lured up.
So let me tell you.
I can't imagine.
I counted 36 spawns on screen at one point on my game in Red Bank.
So it was like a condensed community day.
It was wild.
Fire.
It was wild. All right. Here's my counterpoints. And if anyone's
here we go.
If anyone's listening from Twitter, you know, and they think that I'm Captain Positive, I'm always gonna, you know, lick Niantic's boat.
Isn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive, but let's have a conversation, right? Like let's talk about the thing from multiple angles. And now I don't necessarily.
Well, I'm talking to you about it right now.
Right.
I'm telling you,
but
it was a quality of life update.
Okay.
I was happy.
So here we go. You saw that there was a Chansey, or you knew that there was a Chansey on your nearby. You went out to the woods to explore and get it. You didn't have to go as far as you would normally need to go because you could interact with it from twice as far away. Does that limit the amount of exploration you're going to do because you only had to travel half the distance? So there's one counterpoint. 2, the game in urban areas and areas that have dense spawns to begin with, it was like an overwhelming amount. Now, you would normally think like, what's the problem with that? There's nothing negative. But I did hear from some people, mainly casual players, that it was like an overwhelming amount. Now, for me, give me 500 encounters on screen. Like that's what I want. But some people were overwhelmed. I don't necessarily feel that way personally, but that was the thing. So
I guess for Spotlight Hour, I guess I could feel that way for a little bit, but
no, not for me.
Because it was like, I don't know which ones I clicked. I don't know which ones I touched.
Yes. Now, what ends up happening is out of the blue. Now, mind you, the creator group had reached out to Niantic internally, got the confirmation, broadcasted it with Niantic's blessing,
And we
broadcasted
spread the gospel.
spread the gospel. Without then coming back to us, Niantic support puts out a tweet. And for our video viewers, let me think. I think I might have it pulled up here.
I hope so.
I do. So I'll pull it up on screen right here. It says, this came out June 27th, 1:31 p.m. Eastern. 3 million views on this tweet. This is why Niantic has been trending for the past week on Twitter. It says, some trainers may have experienced an increase to the current interaction radius. This was an unintended effect of a bug fix intended to improve Pokemon encounter experience when your device is experiencing GPS drift. While we're reverting this change, we will take your feedback into consideration as we look to optimize the Pokemon encounter experience in the future. So, Niantic tells us, spread the gospel, do your thing. And we do. And then Niantic support, without us knowing that this is coming, puts this out. Now, I'm connected to the Matrix 24/7.
They're like, there's not enough holy water to save you.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, by the way, GoFest, be excited.
So, because we weren't notified, now, and again, I'm a little bit of an anomaly because I'm always plugged in. I have all my notifications turned on. So I saw this immediately and was able to post about it. I was like, well, it was fun while it lasted. Here we go. But some creators who had expressed this to their communities that aren't on Twitter 24/7 could have their messaging out there for hours and hours and hours saying, hey, enjoy this. Meanwhile, Niantic is saying, no, this is reverting. So that directly damages the credibility of the creator and, by extension, Niantic. But it makes the creator look crappy because we're the ones spreading misinformation. There was never...
we are the most crappy. According to Twitter.
Yes, of course. But let me see what I had put on Twitter about it.
Am I associated with the LURED podcast?
Yes, you are, Adam. Yes, you are.
I question that every day.
So
every time I look at Twitter, I'm like, oh boy, oh, here we go again.
Because there was no first party announcement from Niantic about the interaction distance, it only came from creators. It really hurt the credibility of the creators. Now, obviously, our core community knows that, this stuff happens, right? But the casual player or someone who's searching the Pokemon GO hashtag or something like that and comes across our content and interacts with us for the first time with this news, and then that news is wrong, that hurts us. That hurts our brand.
Yes,
that hurts our show. It's bad. And then the news comes from Niantic support without any heads up to the creator, and then we have to go backpedal on us. And we're backpedaling, and we're unable to use sourcing from Niantic because we're just like, yeah, they told us it was okay. And it's like, yeah, sure they did, buddy. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So people started losing their minds. I get it. It was good. It felt just like the interaction distance for Pokestops when they were like, no, we're going to take this away. And people were like, why?
It felt so good. It felt so good.
I see no reason. But what are the negatives, right? So things we picked up on, and shout to in the chat, it says, one negative for me was that the spawns were not removed when quick catching. Yeah, there was some funkiness. Like Adam said, there was Pokemon stacking on each other. Companion devices were not... I love that. That's our new term that we could just use as a blanket. Companion devices were not picking up on the spawns that were visible on screen in that extended radius. But it felt good. It increased and enhanced the experience and didn't seem like it was taking it away. It's like, all right, well, with the remote raid thing, there was a negative. There was clear negatives. People stopped raiding in person.
Right.
People stopped going outside. They were raiding from their toilets. Was that fun? Absolutely. But it did directly take away from in-person stuff. I don't see how this harmed anything.
Yeah, this only makes me want to go and play more. And
yeah,
honestly, my phone's not even charged. I have like 2% on there.
Dead Battery Squad, what's up?
But I just like, and we're supposed to go do something today, and I don't feel compelled to like need my phone.
So I was getting
do.
tons of messages from people that would say like, "Hey, I normally catch 50 Pokemon a day, and the past 2 days I've caught 200 Pokemon because I was just so motivated to see these huge clusters. It was exciting." It's gone. 275.1 was forced. It came and went. The only communication about it was Niantic support. Now, in my opinion, it would have really been nice if they addressed the fact that they authorized the creator group to spread this news and then pulled the rug out from under us without telling us. Because it was just an internal feels bad moment that trickled down to the community, and it sucked. It sucked.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all. So obviously people are going to be on the
community
attack.
Didn't either. They made sure to let you know.
Yeah, they did make sure to let me know. Now, but here's where things get unique, right? So when the game breaks, when PvP breaks, when shinies aren't turned on, when, raids are screwed up, whatever the case may be, those are like mechanical failures of the game. The code breaks. That stuff is very tangible. Yes, the game is mechanically broken. This was one, if not the only time where there was a breakdown of communication chain, which was organic. This was a human-based thing. This wasn't something breaking in the game that no one knew was going to happen. This was literally a chain of communication that was broken, so it felt and hit different. But that being said, we're all human. We make mistakes. Does it feel good? No. But it's a little bit easier to compromise with the understanding of the scenario because we're talking about human error here and not mechanical error. Does that make any sense?
Yes. Yep.
So I was a little bit more compassionate, and I was the one who looked like an idiot because I was the one, singing the songs. I'm like, this is great. Get out there and catch. It was bad. It was bad.
He did. He actually, you called me, and then you were singing that song.
I did, and I was like, okay, dude, download the. I go, you gotta update right now, dude. So it was, and then I posted on Twitter. I said the news about the interaction distance. Oh, shout out to all my my hip hop heads, because I put this tweet up. It says the news about Pokemon GO interaction distance is a total bummer. It was a beloved feature, and while it was active, albeit unintentionally, as with life, let's roll with the punches and keep on training. If anyone doesn't know who that picture is, that's the late rapper Big L, because this scenario was a big L. It was a very big L. So no one feels good about it. It totally sucks. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know. Email us, call us, whatever you want to do. But, we should be able to have conversations about this stuff without attacking. And unfortunately, Twitter went on the attack big time, and we'll get there when we talk about the layoffs and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, we had laid down our shield. We had laid down our swords, and we just walked into the field.
Yeah.
And then the fire happened.
No, it's like, in those war movies where it's like the arrows are coming, like they darken the sky with all the arrows flying over.
Yeah, but we just thought it was nighttime. We just thought it was nighttime, and we were like, "Wow, it's nice. It's a really nice day. Let's put down our shields. And let's enjoy this."
Yeah. So there was like a small moment where everyone was like super excited about the game, and the vibe was really great. Unfortunately,
everybody that I
totally
followed.
Soured.
Everybody was posting, "Wow, I see you.
Yep,
I see you, Pokemon Go."
Even the people that are like the most notorious like poo-poo talkers, like they were like,
or the people that haven't played in a long time.
Yep, fair. Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. It was really cool to see, and I know that they said, we're gonna look at the numbers and stuff, and but like how is it not positive? How is this not a quality of life update for the masses?
I don't know. I had talked on our Zoom call that maybe they did this because, and I even disclaimed this crap on Twitter. I was like, dude, I talk out of my butt half the time. Like, so this is all opinion, right? This is all speculation. Like, we don't know. But I said maybe with the game updating over time. The game's memory and ability to render and all this stuff has become so efficient that now they can have all this action on the screen without it hurting the performance of the game or making it lose frames or heat up the battery or anything like that. I go, maybe that's why, because the game can run clean. No, it was an error, had to do with drift. I loved the fact that, like, if I was a passenger in a car and, like, sometimes, like, as you're a passenger in the car, you'll drive by and, like, you'll see a spawn, but then it'll despawn because you're driving, you know? It's like it would give you more time to, like, click on the spawn because it had a wider
Wow,
radius.
that's a terrible. You should not be talking about.
I'm just saying.
That's terrible. Do not be an advocate for it.
It was a nice benefit for vehicle
you were
passengers.
Like, stay in your AC'd car and go.
Michael Pitts. Oh my God, he's in the chat. M Pitts in the chat. He says he did it because they are clowns. Doo-doo. No, it's what's up, M Pitts? No, it's yeah. People got really mad at me for calling people clowns on Twitter. We'll get there, but yeah. So
what do you think this is? The circus? It's just Twitter,
dude. The guy's Twitter name was actually clown. So. It's so fun to take things out of context.
Right.
Yeah, the guy's name, and then he goes, "Us clowns," and I was like, "Yeah, you clowns." So it was funny. Interaction distance came and went. It's a bummer. Rest in peace.